Everything okay?
Pardon?
Nobody injured?
Injured?
Yeah. You dashed out in such a hurry, I thought there was an emergency that needed to be sorted.
No. I was just,
Avoiding me.
What?
Hiding.
No.
Yes. Just the way you have since I told you about my Parkinson's.
That's nonsense.
Don't be a coward and a liar, Rodney.
Oh, no, it's just that you seem... Well, it's almost as though there's nothing wrong with you, and I didn't want to... No.
No what?
Well, that's the truth, but... Sit down. Would you sit down, please, Eric? It's not the whole truth. When I found out... When you first told me that you had...
You won't catch it by saying it.
Parkinson's. When you find out something like that about someone, and you're of a certain age yourself, I'd never really thought much before about,
As I've said, you can say it.
Death, mortality, the great beyond. I'd always live for the moment.
Until I stuck a spoke in your wheel of denial.
Yeah, well, that's very, very poetic, but you did, actually, Eric, you did. But instead of helping you, I just blocked it. Well, out of sight is out of mind, isn't it?
Which is quite evident in this case.
I've been a terrible friend, haven't I?
Yeah. But the good thing about this disease, it doesn't determine how long your life is, so therefore, there's plenty of time for you to make it up to me.
Now, Eric, how are you really?
Okay. The disease is not a death sentence. Would I rather not have it? Yes, of course. But that's an option not on the menu, so here I am.
What a wonderful way of approaching things.
Yeah, it would if it were true. I'd like to believe it, and I'm sure I will get there. But it's still quite raw.
Of course.
Frankly, I'm scared, Rodney.
As would I be. As would anybody be, Eric.
Although a silver lining on a dark cloud, young Heath's demise has given me such a large dose of perspective.
Absolutely awful business.
Terrible.
What do you think's going to happen to Kathy?
Nothing. I'd hope. She was a passenger in a car in which her brother was killed. That's punishment enough, surely.
The consensus was that she was driving.
The consensus in this house, you mean?
Well, and considerably beyond.
Kathy said she wasn't driving, and that's good enough for us.
Well, the same goes for us and Angelica. But what Kathy says, historically speaking, Eric, hasn't always been the truth, has it?
And simply calling a child Angel doesn't make them one, does it?
Are we going to sit here arguing about our grandchildren for the next few weeks? Or are we going to do something more constructive?
I've always enjoyed arguing with you.
Oh, there'll be other subjects, don't you worry.
Sounds like a good plan.